Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Bounty here. This time it is going to be a little bit different. This is not live commentary. I'm doing this post because obviously I made my tier list, and one thing I like to do with tier lists is I like to try some characters that are mentioned on the list, you know. Not every single one, just because the roster is so huge, and unfortunately I don't have enough time just to invest so much time individually into every one of these characters, you know. But a few of them I will try. So I was doing a little bit of Omni-Man, I did a little bit of Peacemaker, I even did a little bit of Melina. If you were playing in Combat League or casual matches, you would have ran into my Melina, and if you did, I'm sorry, and if not, then that's good for you. Because with my Melina I was doing pretty good. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is with me with Melina, but I was doing really good. But for Peacemaker, the person that I want to highlight for this video, it was absolutely terrible. And when I mean terrible, I mean I have never been so mad playing MK ever, like in such a long time. It's actually ridiculous. So obviously I had him as the worst, if not, you can argue, the second worst character in the game. For sure, bottom 3, of course. But, oh my god, like, after using him, I can understand why. Because this character is absolutely, I don't want to say dog shit, but he's getting there to that point. He has some good stuff, as you can see. Obviously, all these matches, I was doing pretty decent with Peacemaker, if I'm being honest with you all. It's not like I was being completely terrible, but anybody that sort of understands how this game is being played right now with all these characters like Ghostface, what else is another crazy character? Homelander, of course, Noob Saibot, Ermac, with just a lot of pressure, a lot of damage, a lot of mix-ups, and then Peacemaker just has absolutely none of that. So there is something I do want to say about this. So hold on, wait, do I get this? No, I miss it. Oh my god. That's another thing with a Peacemaker that absolutely sucks. You think you get these full screen confirms with the EX gunshot, and then all of a sudden the bird just misses, which is just so unfortunate. So yeah. There is one thing I do want to say, because a lot of people are talking about this. They've made videos on it. I kind of wanted to hold off on this, but so many people on Twitter, even in my YouTube comment section as well, people have actually mentioned this to me on what my thoughts and opinions are on MK quote-unquote dying because of the leak that somebody on Reddit or something posted. I don't know. I don't have a Reddit account. I just seen a screenshot from Twitter and it looked like Reddit, so I'm just gonna say Reddit. So if I'm wrong, somebody please correct me on that. But there was a screenshot of somebody essentially confirming they're not an official NetherRealm developer or working for Warner Brothers or nothing like that. It just comes from somebody who is a known leaker in the community, and I don't think they have never been wrong. Even when they were posting stuff about MK11, all of their leaks and supposed like things to come for the game ended up being true. So they have yet to be wrong in any of their leaks that they ended up doing, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. So they pretty much made a statement saying that the continued support of Kombat Pack 3 and all that stuff that NRS promised us essentially is going to be cancelled, and that the support for the game has essentially ended with Chaos Reigns. Like, after they dropped the last DLC character, whether it's Conan or the T-1000, whoever that last character will be, there will not be any more support for the game, which is going to be pretty shitty if that's true. I'm obviously going to hold off until we get an official statement from NRS or WB about the whole scenario, obviously, because is it going to suck if there's no continued support for the game? Obviously, because I know I do have my gripes with the game. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. There's a lot of issues with this game. But to be honest with you all, like, sometimes playing the game just is really, really fun. Hold on, wait. Look at this, look at this. Ooh, the quality. Oh, that's so good. When that happened to me, hold up. Good shit, Peacemaker. Good shit. Good shit, Bounty. Good shit, Past Bounty. You did really good right there. You did really good. Okay. Let me get back to what I was gonna say. That was funny. So yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for an official like thing that NRS or WB is going to be saying. I'm guessing because they announced the what is it called? So they announced a season 2 essentially of the tournaments for the pro comp, which is really, really good. My assumption is for the last tournament for the pro comp, whether it be the last chance qualifier or anything like that, pretty much near the end of the pro comp's life, they are going to say something, whether it be an actual Kombat Pack 3 or no announcement at all, which means that there actually will not be anything more for the game. So that to me is going to be the official confirmation if there's going to be anything, which is the pro competition, which is going to be really scary, honestly, because the anticipation of everybody just sitting there waiting was just going to be so intense. The tension in that room, and just not only just in that room, but also like for the fans as well, the casual fans of MK, because I know a lot of people really dislike MK1, and I understand that, and I understand where they come from and why they have these sort of problems with the game, whether it be with the cameo system they don't necessarily enjoy, or the invasions just feeling really bland, not really getting many rewards because a lot of it is repeated, because they did repeat this season, and a lot of people said that there's really no point in playing the single player content because of the fact that the same rewards you got for playing the game originally when it first came out is essentially the same rewards you get for playing this season. So yeah, I understand the gripes that everybody has 100%. One of the things that I try to do, me personally, is I try to listen to all feedback, especially because of the fact that, you know, I am making content and all that stuff. Not all feedback is good feedback, but all feedback is appreciated. Does that make any sense? Like, sometimes you'll come across a comment or something being like, Bounty, I don't like your voice, and I'm just like, okay. You know, like, I listen to you saying that, you know, like I would take that in, and you would have the chance to leave a comment like that, and I would not be upset or mad about it. But there's just some of them where, unfortunately, I do have to discard some of them, you know. Like, there was one comment, I believe, where somebody was actually saying something about my commentary style, about something of that I talk too fast, that the way I speak is a little bit too weird for them. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes in my videos, I do just speak like so fast for absolutely no reason. And like now, I don't know if you've noticed, obviously sometimes when I get hyped, I just get very excited and I just naturally talk fast. That's just natural. But like now, when I try to talk and I have to have my commentary, I try to be a little bit more slow with my words just so people can understand it better. And I know a lot of people, believe it or not, are actually, how should I say this? MK is international. I think that's the best way of saying it. So obviously, of just speaking more clear, speaking slower, and having people actually understand what I'm saying is just, you know, just good for everybody, well-rounded, no matter what. Not saying that the international people don't understand what I'm saying at all. They definitely do, because they always leave comments, always so supportive. I love you guys. The Spanish MK community and is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's actually insane. It's my second like biggest source of like viewership, which is really crazy. And when I say Spanish, I don't mean like Spain the country, I mean Spanish speaking. So like Colombia, Argentina, Brazil, geez, they speak Portuguese, what I'm saying. So Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, and I believe there's two more, I can't remember. Bolivia, I think, is one of them. I can't remember the other one, oh my god. But then my third biggest one, believe it or not, like I said, is Brazil. That's why I mentioned Brazil earlier, so yeah. And it's actually pretty funny because I'm learning those two languages for fun, because I have a friend who's Brazilian, and I also have a friend who speaks Spanish, and I have a friend who speaks French. So yes, I'm trying to be multilingual in this facet, which is pretty good. Also, for now that I'm on this topic, to my Colombians, oh my god, that Darius connected? Did anybody see that? The Darius, I thought Ashra hit the Darius, and I actually, oh my god, Bounty, what are you doing? Down 2 punish on that? The fact that I didn't even notice that Darius connected and I got the launcher for it with Peacemaker. I was really good during these games. Jesus. Hold up. Oh, I remember this. All right, look at this. Oh my god, that's so cool. Look at this. Look at this. It's not over. It's not over. Keep looking. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. The whiff on the down 2. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Ugh, flawless on an Ashra chameleon with Peacemaker. You do not see that every day. You do not see that every day at all. Okay, back to what I was saying. I blocked the hearts unblockable. Hold up. Bounty, you're going crazy. Jeez. Okay. Let me stop distracting myself. Good gracious. So, To my Colombian viewers out there, I did try an arepa, and man, oh man, I will definitely be getting another one soon. That was really, really good. Obviously, you know, I don't want to just buy like a big box of the thing just in case if I don't like it. So I got two, you know, one for me, and just in case if I liked it, another one for later. You know, that's the kind of way I work, so it's pretty cool. And I ended up really liking it a lot, so I'm definitely going to be getting more of those. Also, for my Brazilians out there, don't worry, I didn't forget about you all. I found a place where they have this soda, and one of my Brazilian friends told me. They said it's called guarana, I think that's how you pronounce it, and I ended up trying it. Ladies and gentlemen, that drink was hella good. It's like a soda. It's really weird. It's really not weird in a bad way, just weird different, you know, because obviously when you just don't try something like that, when you try something for the first time, and it's just very different, like the taste and everything, but it's really good though. It's a fruit. It's like a fruit soda. It's really different, but it's so good. I definitely recommend it. If you all ever see it, it's like in a green can. And like the photo on the thing looks like cherries, but it's not cherries. The fruit is just red, and it comes in like a little stem. It looks like a cherry, but it's not. It's really weird. It looks like an eyeball, if I'm being honest with you. Look up. So the fruit is called guarana. It's Guarana. And if you look it up on Google Images, it looks like an eyeball. Like it looks like something you'd see from a Resident Evil game. But yeah, really good. I highly recommend it. And hold on, watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this, look what happens. Omni-Man versus Peacemaker, look at this, look what he does. Ooh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. When he did that to me, I just took a deep breath in. I was like, okay. That's literally all I said out loud, and I just sat up and I was like, hold up, this guy needs to get fucking cooked. Because, man, I was mad. At this point, I was like mad. I was like, you think you're going to be teabagging me as bottom 2 Peacemaker? Really? So I was like, okay, you know what? This is going to be my time to shine. But yeah. So what did I talk? I talked about the MK1 leak thing, whatever. So that's my opinion. I'm just waiting for an official statement. Like, obviously, reading it hurts because the guy is a trusted source, 100%. But I also understand why from a business standpoint, because holy shit, this game definitely, I mean, the game itself probably sold well, but the DLC for this game sold absolutely poorly. It's actually ridiculous. So I can understand where they're coming from a business standpoint. Another thing that I actually wanted to mention, sorry if this commentary is a little bit weird. I know it's different from my usual live commentary. I'm just doing this in post just because I was very, very quiet when I did these Peacemaker matches. So I was like, you know what? I don't think anybody's going to want to listen to this. Let me just add in my own little thing over here. So yeah. Another thing that I want to mention is the importance of a community and just like, you know, being with people of like-minded. I guess that's the best way of putting it. Because even though MK, right, like as a game, you can say it's dying, it's dead, there's not a lot of people playing it, whatever, right? But the fact that there's still people playing it, the fact that there's still people supporting it, and that there's people watching it. Like, obviously, would it be good if we gain more new people, more new viewers to gain more, like, you know, notoriety, more people from the scene that, like, we've never heard of? Obviously, like, those are all good things, you know. But I think the fact that we still have people that see that there's faith or hope in MK, right, is just really, really good to watch. Because the internet, the internet has an amazing way of just making you, I guess, feel bad for everything, no matter what you enjoy. So obviously the big common thing with MK is like, oh, you play MK, oh, your game is ass, whatever, you know. Like, in terms of fighting games, MK is always looked at in a very, very negative way, which I understand why, because compared to other games like Street Fighter or like Guilty Gear, this game is really kind of wacky in a lot of ways. I mean, just look at the screen. It's Peacemaker versus Omni-Man, you know. But I feel like the beauty in MK is also for the fact of just how crazy it can get. Not necessarily with just DLC and stuff like that, but also just in the way the game is played. The idea of the fatality and the brutalities and all that stuff is very, very different from every other fighting game, you know. I think even Ed Boon himself said in an interview where he was a big fan of Street Fighter growing up, like playing it in the arcades and all that stuff. But one thing he didn't like was the stun mechanic that is in Street Fighter. If you're new to Street Fighter, and you've played Street Fighter 6, you won't really know about the stun mechanic up until you play like Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 4, where they actually have the stun. They do kind of have the stun with the I think it's not Drive Rush, it's the other one where they glow red. I forgot the name of it, I can't remember. Oh, Drive Impact, that's what it is, yeah. Where they have it with the Drive Impact. That's like kind of their version of the stun, but he wasn't really a fan of it, so he moved the stun animation to the end of the game where you actually beat them, and then that's where the fatality sort of came. If you didn't know about that, there's a little bit of MK lore for you, so yeah. So that's how the fatalities ended up happening. And I just think that it's so cool how these games have just existed for so long, and they're still so popular. And in the case like MK, like it's so big and so well known, whether you can hate on the game or not, everybody knows who Scorpion is. Everybody knows who Sub-Zero is. Kitana, Melina, all of these like characters are just so popular and just had such a big impact on people. It's so crazy, you know. I think wasn't it it was Megan Thee Stallion. Didn't she cosplay as Melina for like a Halloween? I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago. But it just goes to show you like the amount of people that just still care for this game is just absolutely ridiculous. Whether it's in a competitive way, like a lot of tournament players, obviously such as Sonic Fox, Foxy Grandpa and all that stuff, Mighty Unjust. But a large population of it is just casual enjoyers, people that just like the story mode, people that just like, you know, getting costumes and gear and palettes for their characters that they just enjoy. Like a lot of the audience is very casual based, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like a big problem, not necessarily just an MK's fact, but this is just an overall thing. The community fails to realize that not everybody may be invested into the same media that you necessarily enjoy, right? I've seen a lot of hardcore MK fans that just seem to know every little thing, and they also like playing tournaments and all that stuff. They just enjoy it so much. But when somebody comes who's just a casual enjoyer, maybe they just like playing the Crypt, for example, in MK11 or MKX or whatever, and they come to MK1 and they're just like, you know what, I'm not really a fan of the new invasion system, you know, it's not really too fun for me. I think it's kind of tedious and all that stuff. Hold on, wait, before I continue, look at this, look at this, look at this. Ooh, oh my god, that was so good. If you missed what happened, please go back. I did the Peacemaker taunt and called Darius at the same time. And then as I did the Darius kick, Peacemaker like closed his fist to make like a little thing, and oh my god, that was so sick. And then as you saw with the text, this was easily the most annoying match ever in my entire like thing. I don't necessarily mind people running away and zoning, but just like holy shit, fighting against this style is so annoying. Look at this. They don't even go for a combo. The Cyrex player just goes for their 1-2, pushes me full screen, and just continues running. So frustrating. So yeah, just listen to my audio while looking at this absolutely very annoying gameplay of me trying to get in and actually try to do something and just failing to do so. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people aren't necessarily invested as much as others into these games, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like a lot of people just need to realize, you know, I'm not necessarily going to say a conflict of interest, but just that there's a lot of other things people can enjoy, you know? I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with just playing a game at a casual level and just wanting to have fun and not necessarily wanting to compete or go in tournaments or make money or any of that crazy stuff, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I feel that people who clown on others or try to make fun of them just for simply enjoying something that they also enjoy, but like not to the same level that they do, is like probably the dumbest thing you can ever like hate somebody for, if I'm being honest. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that know the MK lore like really crazy. They know like Kira, they know what's another like really obscure character, or like Dramen, you know, like Dramen. What's another one? There's another character I can't remember the name of. There's so many of them, but yeah. And then there's people like, oh, you don't know who this is, you're a fake fan, you don't know. And I'm just like, you do realize that not a lot of people remember playing these games to the exact detail 10, 12, maybe even 15 years ago. Like, it's crazy. I remember when Movado first came out, right, as a cameo, and to be honest with you, I completely forgot who the hell Movado was, if I'm being honest. Even when MK1 was first shown off and they showed off Astra, I got really confused. I was like, who is this? I was like, I don't remember seeing this character at all for MK. And supposedly she's like an OG one. I was like, I don't remember her in the slightest. And I remember a lot of people, there was a certain YouTuber, I forgot exactly who the YouTuber was, but they were like, you know, playing fighting games and stuff, obviously. And they were like, who is this guy? Or I said, yeah, my bad. They're like, who is this girl? I was like, I don't remember this person at all. And then that's when they said, oh, Ashura from the Netherrealm. They're like, oh, that's Ashura. Holy shit, I haven't seen her from, I think it was Deadly Alliance, right? Ashura was in Deadly Alliance. And they're like, oh, damn, I haven't seen her. And then very quickly, I checked the comment section, and a lot of people were like, how didn't you know that was Ashura before she said her name? Like, are you dumb? Like, are you stupid? How do you not know you're fake? And I'm just like, come on. I was like, people can forget, you know, people just, I don't know. It's stuff like that really bothers me a lot, just because, you know, of the whole attitude that, oh, I'm better than you because I know more than you. And it's just like, no, you're not. I was like, you're definitely not. With that sort of attitude, I feel like even if somebody is quote unquote better than you, like at the game, for example, for like having more knowledge about a certain character or whatever, like the way you just show off that knowledge and like portray yourself is much more important than the knowledge itself. You know what I mean? Because if you're clowning on people for just making silly mistakes rather than just educating them or like helping them with something, then it just speaks more about you than it does to the other. That's just my opinion though. I know a lot of people feel differently towards that sort of subject, but it's just something I wanted to bring up, because obviously with the whole MK thing being like dead, a lot of people are just blindly hating on the game. And like obviously, like I said, I have my gripes with the game too. There's not necessarily every little thing that they do that I agree with. There's some things in this game that just piss me off. You'll have no idea. But like overall, like it's the community that makes me want to keep back, you know. The community, everybody's so supportive. They're like, your Nitara is amazing. I love your commentary style. Like, you're just so happy always. Like, obviously I have my moments too where I get mad, but it's also, I feel like it's important too, because I even show the moments where the game frustrates me, or maybe like something in the game is just very annoying to me and it's just pissing me off, you know. I show off those moments. I try to be real with it, because I understand that not all that glitters is gold, you know, and this game definitely is not gold in the slightest. But like, yeah, but to say that I don't enjoy it is just a complete lie, because you can clearly see if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be playing it, I wouldn't be uploading it, and I wouldn't even be having that much fun, because I have a big catalog of games. I've uploaded a lot of Killer Instinct, I've uploaded some Brawlhalla videos, I even uploaded Street Fighter 6 at a certain time for my channel, but just MK always has his way of just pulling me back. I don't know why or what it is, but I just really enjoy the game. But as I'm sort of like, you know, making more videos and taking into account, like what I said earlier, I think it's really just the community that just brings me back. Because even when I look at certain games like Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 right now, it's just, whenever I look at it online, it's just very, very toxic. I would even argue that it's slightly more toxic than maybe MK. MK just gets more so blind hatred, if I'm being honest to you. Tekken 8 and Street Fighter is way, way different, because the devs are really, really open in terms of what they want, especially for, Tekken 8 with Harada and all that stuff, you know. He's always making tweets about funny stuff. MK, they're also very open too, but some things you just can't talk about, you know, because of company policy and stuff, which I understand, because, you know, it is a business at the end of the day. As much as we love these games, we also have to realize that these corporations do need to make money off of their investments, which sucks, but, you know, that's just the reality of the situation. But whenever I look up Tekken 8, they're just like, oh, you play Lily? You should go die. Like, it's just like the craziest shit ever. Obviously, MK says the same thing. Like, Homelander players, oh my god. Homelander players are just like, you need to eat sand or something. Like, it's the craziest shit ever. But, like, I don't know. It's just so weird. Like, just let people have fun, man. Let people have fun. And if a certain game is just pissing you off, and no matter what you do, you just can't seem to have fun, just get off. That's what I do with MK. Like, after this match, you're gonna see with the Cyrax player, because I lose this set. You're gonna see exactly what happens. I was frustrated. I left. I literally rage quit. I would admit it. I rage quit, and I just got off the game, and now I'm uploading the video. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just as simple as that. The game is not that serious, and unless you're competing for money and playing at the highest levels of the game, just take a break. There's nothing wrong with taking a break with playing a game. Absolutely not. The game will always be there, no matter what. The game would just be sitting there waiting in your Xbox or your PS5 or wherever system you have it on. And this Cyrax just spent 3 bars on EXNet 3 times. That's crazy. But like the game will always be there no matter what. The community, the people, the games, like your friends, they will always be there. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with taking a break. And sometimes it's even good for you. It's good for your brain. It's good to like reset for your mental health sake. Like I'm not even kidding for you. Like if the game is starting to bother you so much to where you feel like you're mentally starting to decline, I think it's time to get off the game. You know what I mean? I've taken breaks from MK. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like talk with a straight face, but just hearing this fucking Banjo-Kazooie music with the background of this gameplay. That's literally how this game feels like right now, with just the running away style, with the turtle style. It's so it's so frustrating to fight up against this. Oh my goodness gracious, that's funny. I'm so funny that I edit these videos. I make myself laugh sometimes with this. It's so good. But like, yeah, the game will always be there pretty much. The community will always be there. Like if there is some good in the community, like what I said, there is a lot of bad that gets attention, but I feel like that's not really the majority, if I'm being honest with you. A large majority of the people in these communities are very nice people. They're willing to show you the game, they're willing to like help you and all that stuff. But I just feel that the things that give a lot of attention online, unfortunately, just so happen to be the bad, which just sucks right here. But like, yeah, as I see the end of this, stole my bar, I can't break, got hit with the jump in, try to punish their poke with a wake up fatal blow, and I end up losing. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. There's the rage quit. Like I said, yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this was a little bit of a weird video, but yeah, hopefully you all have a damn, I stuttered like hell. I'm gonna leave that in the video. Might as well, fuck it, because that's hilarious. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.